our day of losing on FanDuel by one. But I said I'd be here, and we're gonna broadcast as long as we have into the broadcast till I get this Wi-Fi booster. Where we left off at, fighting Eric. In case you're wondering. To hit one more three, and Trae Young as well to hit one more three. They both failed me.
Hit me then!
I'm not hurting him. I need a way out of here.
That's not gonna help you, girl!
Another one's out.
What are you up to?
Here we go.
Come on! Shoot at me! Not that big! This kill's all mine!
Oh! Pain subsiding. Oh!
Oh, poor connection. Let's see if we can wait it out. If not, I'm sorry it was such a short video. At least you got to see me win. Hopefully I can get it to go away just long enough to finish this cutscene. This poor broadcast connection is really not doing me any favors. I don't appreciate it. I'm gonna cut my Wi-Fi off, see if that helps. You know what the problem is it's storming here in Detroit. So that's a big part of it. It's a big part of it. Let's see though. Hopefully we can get some video back. I refuse to put out poor content over and over again. Like, it's a learning process, yes, but I need to do better. I'm gonna hold myself accountable. Especially, since this is a live stream, so the fact that would-be watchers can't even see what's going on, that would suck right now. And then on the other side of that coin, with it being recorded and posted, it's gonna be uploaded later, so people may be able to watch it later. I don't want them to be staring at a blank screen for tens and 20s of minutes on end. So hopefully this can work itself out. I'm on air right now. It'd be different if this was a podcast and like it wasn't necessary to see what's going on, but I'm streaming a video game. This isn't a podcast video. I can do podcast videos if you guys want to talk about stuff. You know, tell me in the comments what your game of the year is. That's what we'll do. We'll talk about stuff game related until we get some connection back. Or until I reach the 20-minute mark. But yeah, in the comments or wherever, let me know what your game of the year is. Then let me know what game you're most looking forward to. And then let me know your favorite game of all time. And then we'll, discuss those things. People who play Elden Ring, how is that? What would you compare it to? And do I need to, are there prerequisite games that I need to play before I play Elden Ring? Okay, broadcast has resumed.
Reckon that thing ain't gonna help, girl. Come on. Come at me.
Gotta cut the main stem.
Yeah!
What main stem? Oh. Okay, broadcast is officially poor connection again, but I'm running in circles just like I was before, and I'm shooting at that big ball in the sky. When things change, I'll let you know.
I need to cut them all. It looks like there's 2 more couplings on the stem.
Fight me! Not that dumb machine!
Listen here.
Spunk, girl.
You're not safe over
I'm refilling my arrows. I ran out. I'm running from
there.
this
Enjoy
man.
watching the life drain out of you.
Shooting at the ball in the air. One more. Gotta find it. Found it. Trying to take aim. Being shot at. Let that last arrow go. Alright, cutscene. So that means pause until we get some better connection again. I did shoot the ball down. It is currently falling. However, I paused it because I'm not going to play-by-play it like this is the 40s and it's a baseball game, bro. I'm going to be patient. Hopefully my viewers, subscribers, and watchers, listeners, they'll be patient too a little bit for me. And when the broadcast connection quality goes back up and the broadcast resumes, then we'll press play and finish out this second part of this cutscene. But like I was asking, Elden Ring, are there any, based on what you know about me, which can't be a lot, nobody's ever asked me any questions about myself or anything thus far, so hence no video introducing myself or saying anything about me. But based off what you think about me, would I like Elden Ring? Are there any prerequisites for me to play before I play that game? You know, like I don't want to just hop into Elden Ring and there's like four games that pre, are precursors to it. Like I wouldn't tell anyone to, hey, go play Horizon Forbidden West because it's such a good game, and I know they haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Frozen Wilds. Like, there's no way I would do that. So, I don't like to do it for myself either. And if I'm too far behind, like with Assassin's Creed, my cousin tried to get me to play Assassin's Creed, bro, but it was on like Assassin's Creed 13. Like, I know that it is not called AC-13, but there were 13 games, and he wanted me to play the 13th. And I was like, dude, I'm not playing none of those if I don't, unless I play it in order. And I'm not sitting there playing one game like 1 through 13. 13 iterations of the same game? No. No, thank you, sir. Maybe if I had started playing them back when they first came out and whatnot, no. Like, I almost didn't even play God of War because of that. But this girl I'm talking to was like, no, it's good. It's really good. You'll like it. Blah, blah, blah. Broadcast resumed.
If that thing comes down, it's only gonna kill you.
Letting you have all the fun.
Swim, hey Lois, swim. We're not doing this. I'm telling you, as soon as I make it out of this cutscene and in the video. Why can't we have a good 2-hour streak like we did earlier today? What's jamming up my connection quality besides the storm? I feel like it's something else, like somebody else is using the internet or something. Anyway, this friend of mine, she recommended it to me. She was like, I think you'll like it. Matter of fact, I know you'll like it a lot, just knowing you. And I'll tell you everything you need to know. So she sent me like this montage of YouTube videos that totaled no more than like an hour. And it caught me up, basically. Told me everything from like the very first God of War all the way up to God of War PS4. And then on top of that, she assured me that PS4, God of War PS4 was a new iteration, like it was a new beginning. So you didn't necessarily need to play the other ones because this one was a standalone. And you wouldn't really be that lost. But still, she caught me up anyway, and she recommended it, and then she told me I should play it, and I did. And it was decent, it was cool. I platinumed on the first playthrough, I wouldn't play it a second time just because it's how it's constructed. Like, I like open world games, and that was kind of linear in the way that The Last of Us is. And then the boat, like the lake, steering that boat is tedious, and I hated it. And then it was really hard because she was playing it as well at the same time, except for she had been playing it and I just was starting. So she was stuck on this boss fight, and eventually I got to the boss fight. She was like, "You'll know it when you see it, 'cause it's hard. It's really hard, hard AF, and blah blah blah." And so I eventually got to it, and it was hard. And what it was one of the Valkyries, or it was the Queen Valkyrie, one of them. It was either one of the Valkyries or it was the last Valkyrie. And you know, I kept trying and trying and trying. She was still frustrated and hadn't played it in a while. Plus, she was doing some other stuff that was important, so she didn't have like game time on her hands. But I eventually beat it and surpassed her, and she was right. It was a decent game. I did like it, and the ending made me look forward a little bit to the new one, the Ragnarok. Like I'm kind of excited about that game. Like I'm not hyped for it like I was for Horizon Forbidden West or like I am for Spider-Man 2. Um, but I am excited for it. Kind of like I'm excited for Wolverine. Just in the sense that I know they are capable of making good games. It'll probably be good, but it's not it's not at the top of my list, you know. It's just something that I'm excited for. It'll be like a filler, a game that I play while I'm waiting on another game to come out, like Horizon 3. Um, but yeah, so I just want to know with Elden Ring, are there any games that I need to play before playing Elden Ring? Also, would I like it? Because it kind of looks complicated. It also looks like it's not that interesting. Like, I'm not really into the medieval stuff, the knights and the ogres and that and this and those kind of things. Like, I'm not really into that scene so much. But I'd give it a try if it was, you know, if it wasn't too much to do before actually jumping into Elden Ring. Then guys, tell me your least favorite game, because I definitely have one of those. Right now, my least favorite game is that Norman Reedus, Hideo Kojima game. The Mailman Simulator bullcrap. What was it called? Death Stranding. Like, I only played that because it was because Horizon for Zero Dawn had, like, Easter eggs of it in it, and it kind of looked interesting at first. And I like Norman Reedus. But when I played it and beat it, it was so underwhelming. Like, the only cool parts were the boss fights. And the story, man, I didn't really get the story either. Like, that game was terrible. Like, I never even platinum that game, because after my playthrough, I still had, like, a couple things to get and do, and I just didn't even want to do it, bro. Like, it was so whack. So whack. So whack. And then the weapons was whack. Like, everything about that was whack. Even the motorcycle was whack. The only thing that wasn't whack was, like, the Horizon Zero Dawn Easter eggs. And they were whack, too. Because they didn't give us any type of insight into Horizon Forbidden West. They just gave us a tall neck and an Aloy holographic that you could ride by. And, like, a couple of watchers, bro. Like, it was weak all around. All around, very disappointing game. Never again. And then they tried to sell a director's cut that had, like, some bonus level. I didn't even fall for that mess, man. It looked cool, but it would have to be a completely different game for it to actually be cool. Like, it would have to be on some James Bond type stuff. I know y'all remember James Bond, GoldenEye, 007, GoldenEye, and all of those. But yeah, the little trailer of him sneaking around the facility, trying to get packages and whatever. Like, it looked cool in the director's cut trailer, but like, I wasn't gonna fall for it. If I ever play the director's cut, it'll be on a deep, deep, deep ass discount, or like because a friend has it, and I don't know nobody that liked that game. So, Mailman Simulator. If I want to play UPS, I'd go sign up for a job at the post office, bruh. Like, that's what that game was like. Working for the post office, second hand, on an alien planet, and not getting paid. And I know Hideo Kojima is like this legend, but I'm gonna be honest, I've never even played any of the, the games he made before. What are they called? Gears of War? Yeah, I never played none of those. So, I think that's what it's called, Gears of War. Something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever Hideo Kojima was famous for making before that. Because I ain't never even played none of that. So, like, I wasn't even a Hideo Kojima fan for real, for real. I fell a victim to the hype. I succumbed to the hype. I succumbed to the hype. Is succumb a word? I doubt it. We're at the 20-minute mark now, so, like, if I don't get to finish this out soon, we're just gonna have to cut our losses, because I'm not gonna sit up here and talk forever. I'm annoying myself at this point, so I know y'all are irritated. Know it. I know y'all are irritated.